Morning, good morning, good morning. You're waking up with your one and only girl, H.L.I.C, the one and only room shaker. And we recapping Tyler Perry Sisters. This episode, Tyler Perry is on the writer block because it was not all that. It was actually lame. I'm going to put it in the scales of 4 to 5. And you know, I normally like this show. But I'm over Cameron. Karen is moving. Shouts out to her. What's the name? Married her. Asked her to marry him, put a ring on it and stuff like that. So I can't wait to see them move away and actually live their best life and see her bond with her daughter. See her get her shop so, and then I hope now she don't get up there and she found out the man that she dating and she dealing with, she really don't know. Because we know that Aaron is hiding some secrets. We know Aaron was going by a whole nother name. We know Aaron ain't that perfect minister. And he got a lot of skeletons in his closet. And Pam was supposed to get to the bottom of that. And Pam dropped the ball. So we know it's a lot going on in Tracy's voice. Anywho, moving right along. So then, moving from Cameron. Now, do anybody else find this suspicious? Like, I find it very suspicious that all of a sudden these officers popping up in the picture, and somewhere out the blue, these officers want Danny and they want Andy. I mean, that man. Okay, let's go with Danny officer first. He texting her. She telling him this can no longer happen. He said we didn't do nothing. She said, yeah, we was up all night texting till 2 in the morning and stuff like that. Then the airlines, for some reason, after that lawsuit, they making cuts. They found a reason to get people up out of there. Now, I think the reason why Danny keep asking is her job safe, but the fact that they ain't gonna get rid of her because then they know Andy probably gonna turn around and file another lawsuit on him because it's wrongful termination. What reason she does her job? So what reasons would you have to sit here and cut her off? So that's one thing we got to take into consideration. Now, moving right along, keep up, because I see y'all ain't made it in this live yet. So then, D Money. Let's start with D Money because that was some drama. Like all of a sudden you finna get married and this woman making you drop your spleen so you ain't giving that man that you was giving at first. Because at first when you first came on the scene, you was giving sophisticated. You was giving that I'm man enough and mature enough to lead. You was giving that I got a nice paying job. You giving that I'm that nigga in that suit. You was giving that, hey, I'm about this life. Let's go ahead and see what it do. Let's live our best life, get acquainted, and let's do this. Then you saying that you ain't the one that want to have kids that ain't be a part of their life. First of all, when you decided to be her sperm, when you decided to be Sabrina's sperm donor, you knew that she was going for artificial insemination. Y'all met at the sperm bank. Let's be clear. You knew that she was doing this because she didn't have a significant other in her life and she just wanted to experience what parenting was about. So that's why, and you volunteered and you went there after going through all the steps to make sure you donated her sperm. And let's not forget, you was also pursuing her and wanting to be with her at the same goddamn time. So now you found somebody, y'all decided to get married and you tell her what was going on, like you and Sabrina was in a secret relationship or something, and you tell her what was going on and what supposed to happen between y'all, and then all of a sudden she feel jealous of Sabrina even though y'all ain't dating or nothing like that. Like, did something really happen when y'all took that trip together? But moving right along. Hey, but then let's go. Like that was the most important part of the scene to me. Like that was what gave Sisters this hit, because then she popped up and say, "So this is her," and then she say, "So you want to be another one raising 4 black sons without a father?" Like what, girl? Are you that insecure? Like, girl, I ain't got to deal with him. I ain't got to ask him. See, when we went through the sperm bank and we decided to do this, he's not obligated to be there. So that means I gotta be willing and more than able to pull it off on my own. And now they live in a state, y'all. Yeah. They live in a state in the city that don't allow you to do abortions. You can no longer, he can't do nothing with them embryos while he telling her to get away. And then later talking about, well, I'll see you in court. Well, see me in court because he came in there. I didn't put a gun to his head. He volunteered to give me them sperms. So, baby, you going to have to live with this because them are my eggs, regardless of the fact possession and ownership is all that. And then not only that, I went into my savings account to achieve one of my goals, one of my blessings, something that I wanted to endure and experience. And now you trying to shatter it like a thief in the night? Yeah, like, yeah, get back, get back, get back, get back. Go get your life. Like, if the money don't see what's going on with this woman he about to marry, he better open his eyes, because she's too demanding, she's controlling. Is you sure this is what you really want? Because stuff like that end up being an issue, because sooner or later you're gonna get tired of getting beat on, whipped, and have to bow the hell down. And then, girl, look, let's talk about this man right here, girl. The man with the sick cells. The man that she no longer want to entertain the thought of. Let's talk about Rich. Like, you got caught sleeping with Penelope. You got caught busting moves. First, you were sitting here saying that I'm trying to trap you. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. And all of a sudden, you had an issue. Then you found out the sex was good. And now you want to stay and be my little man and whatever I want you to be. But that ship has longer sailed. While you thought I was being lonely, I was living my best life. Because Sabrina has, thanks to Maurice, has become a Tatiana. She ain't out there, but she been trying to give it up to any and everybody. She had an issue and she wanted to scratch and she didn't care. And then you said that, she over there lonely. Like, you thought you was going to be the one that set her down and give her something to cry about and eat zuzus and wham-whams. And she said, nigga, if you think I was fazed by any of the stuff that you was giving or any of the stuff you was doing, real reality check of it all, because I wasn't checking for you. I just kept moving right along. I signed up for the dating site. I signed up to go out and do a swing date and red ball and whatever, speed date and all that other stuff. And I was living my life. And then I also got a hit, and he actually know what he doing. And I said, ooh, while she was taking them pills and taking them shots, and she was doing this and she was doing that for her IBF, I hope that she don't end up getting pregnant by Danny goddamn cousin. Because what's so crazy is I can see him entrapping her. I can see him being low down and sneaky and doing everything Danny tried to warn her about, keeping it real, trying to spare her from the trials and tribulation. Because the fact that I'm still not over there. Y'all know I clocked that T last time we watched. Like, you linked up with her. She never gave you the impressions that she was the type to do pills. She never gave you the impression that she was that type of girl. And you came in instantly trying to dope her up. Like, who does that if you ain't got no malicious intent? Like, why would you try to put her on something that she ain't never did? And then he keep trying to warn her the way that nigga coming in there and he trying to bring you into that work. Because first, niggas will ask you about it. If they really wanted to see and they cared about you, they'll ask you about it. He could ask you, have you ever did drugs before? He could ask him why. Because I want to know, like, why you asking me some stuff like that? Because I'm sure if he wants you on that stuff bad enough and you tell him to go fix y'all a drink, girl, he'll slip it in there. Like, y'all got to stop sitting here. And then I'm like, sir, you might see me drink, but you ain't never seen me pop no pill. You ain't never seen me do no drugs. You ain't never seen that. So why would you come in here with one for me and you? You don't even break down what it is, but all of a sudden you want to introduce it to me. Like, what makes you think that I would go for something like that? Like, that should tell her whatever energy she putting out there, girl, it's telling him he can try it and he can get away with it. I just want you to open your eyes, because I ain't never had a man try to put me on something I ain't never experienced, never did, and ain't gonna try to, and ain't got no goals or no choices in it. Like, men don't play like that. Like, them be like the ones you gotta watch. You gotta watch. You gotta watch. Because, but moving right along. So she enjoying what he giving. I think she's sprung because she want to keep her from Danny. She don't even want Danny to know that she's still entertaining like that. But then Danny got an officer that pops up and want to text at wee hours in the night, like them booty call hours. And then Andy also got an officer that's coming in saying he want her, and he reaching out, and they all popping up on him, and they coming in strong. Like, for a minute, I'm like, is they finna take y'all or snatch y'all, or is somebody lining y'all up? Is Gary trying to get y'all out the way? Like, it's just giving y'all better pay attention. Or it's look, y'all, let's not forget we found out Miss Marie is a scammer. Miss Marie trying to bait in every girl whichever way she can get them in. Only one that might be low on her radar right now, because them basketball players didn't get Fatima to go and turn on Zach, so she might know reroute when it comes to Fatima, because Fatima is the strongest one out of them all, if you ask me. Like, let's be very clear. Fatima done been around a block or two. Fatima's giving the one and only, hey boo, I don't know, I don't know your name because it came in like that, but hey, whoever you are. So yeah, let's talk about this. So Fatima is like, okay, but all of a sudden a ball player came in trying to shower you with gifts, making sure, and the other ones tried to come in like they was gonna try to see was you gonna go for the money shit. So now they gonna have to rewrite and think about another way to go about it. But then these officers and stuff, where y'all coming from? What? How all of a sudden y'all feeling us so much? Why you been in the shallows and I never known you was this, and now all of a sudden you trying to shoot your shot and you coming for me, and all of a sudden you pop it up telling me how bad you want me? How you want me and I don't know you? Like that would make me question how you know so much about me to where you supposed to be infatuated with me and you supposed to be feeling me and dreaming about me, and you just gotta have me, but I have never seen you, talk to you, and don't know who the hell you is. So what makes me stand out? That's be my number one question. Out of everybody you done came across, why you on me? Why you on my tail so hard? Like, who sent you? Hello, can I ask you a question? Where did you come from? Like, how am I on your radar and you ain't on mine? Like, yeah, no, that's like a pickup line. Oh, I just seen you from across the room. Now I can see that we in a room. You probably felt my energy and you wanted to see, oh, I looked nice. Now you probably want to put me on your little trophy rack. So you wanted to shoot your shot. Like you wanted to stroke your ego. I can understand that. But you coming in saying you gotta have me and you been want me. Like, nigga, I ain't even noticed you. So who are you? And what? I don't ever buy, because see, if you wanted me to get to recognizing you every time you seen me and you was trying to get to me, you would at least spoke. You would have wanted me to pay attention. So you would have just did a nice little simple hello and then kept it moving. Because every time you spoke, normally when people speak to us, we have a tendency to look up or look at them. We have a tendency to look them in their face. So therefore, sooner or later, they become recognizable. Sooner or later, if we decide to even pay attention. Hey, rise and grind for the real ones. Absolutely, the 185. Truly, you know what to say. So moving right along. So let's move right past that. Who else? I think Cameron ain't gonna last in Seattle. Coming to find out, Cameron mama helped Aaron pick out her ring, because she like, who helped you with this ring? Because the ring was nice. It was nice. Cameron mama helped pick out the ring. Let's go, Cameron mama. You knew what to get her. You got her a nice little rock on her finger. Hopefully she ready to feel into that womanhood, because I don't think Cameron is capable, but we gonna see when she gets to Seattle and get up there with Aaron. Now I hope Aaron don't become a psychotic nigga that just start exposing his stuff, start beating on her, arguing with her, because don't forget, Aaron got a temper. Don't forget, when Aaron got mad at his wife, he was talking bad to her, doing her any type of way, embarrassing her to the point that she just wanted to unalive herself. So let's see what Aaron gives Karen once he get her all the way by herself. But let's not forget that it was not his idea. It was hers. See, when stuff like this happened, he stuck around, and now you say he your person, so he got you right where he wants you, because Zach done did the damage, because basically Zach wasn't that man that you need, and you wasn't that woman to make Zach show his true potential. Fatima was, because she was stronger minded than you. So yeah, Fatima bossed him up to that man he supposed to be and make him join in and focus on her, and you just didn't have it in you. Like, yeah, you wanted to be that person, but girl, please, you was raised independent. But Fatima turned Zach into a good little old man. She lined him up with them jobs and showed him how to keep it coming, and she made him keep his ass up out of jail, and she groomed him. She groomed him, but she groomed him for the better, because she seen the potential in him, and she seen a little bit of herself, so she knew they was compatible. And look at that, they a power couple. And let's move right along. So I'm glad she could call her daughter by name. I'm glad her daughter laughed. Her baby seems so cheerful and happy. So that baby is getting all that she needs. So I hope she be able to hold it down, because she can't cook. We already found that out, baby. When she said she was going to cook and Aaron said, I'm finna order some food. She can't cook. That's why her mama was coming through cooking for her. So her mama failed on that part, because she supposed to know how to cook now. The fact that they say she can't boil hot dogs and cook no boiled eggs, that's crazy. And all you got to do is put it in some water, sprinkle a little salt in there, and let it do what it do for a certain amount of time. Take it out and crack it like it is what it is, because that salt going to help it peel so easy. But anywho, this ain't a cooking class. Okay, now moving right along. If Sabrina gets pregnant by that damn cousin, I think she gonna go through trials and tribulations. I think she gonna be on a mercy roller coaster. I would, if that's the case, I would have rather see her with Calvin. Now he woo lace panties and stuff like that because he was raised by two gays, but ugh. I remember when he got cruel and he tried to abuse her and he tried to talk bad to her because she pissed him off and stuff like that, and she was feeling herself and he was telling her he'll punch her and stuff like that, and how she clammed up. So I just imagine what that hood nigga, that jailbird and stuff gonna end up doing to Sabrina. Sabrina couldn't take that day in jail. Like, she ain't never been introduced to a jail cell a day in her life, and the fact that they cut that stuff out her head and stuff like that, she was feeling some type of way. She was crying. I think if they would have left her in there too long, she would have became somebody beat, or she would have got abused and beat up, or took her life. Maurice really wasn't giving, so I want to see when they had this little sit down before she leave and they all do this little meet up. I hope it get more clarity of what's gonna come, because the fact that he was allowed to come sit with the girls for a little meet and greet, I want to see if it's gonna be good. Moving right along, who else on this little hit list? Hayden is creepy. Hayden and Fatima trying to do business together is giving me weirdness. And did she even tell Zach yet? You talk about Zach keeping secrets, but I think Hayden is too damn sneaky. And the fact that Andy got Karen to bring them girls to the forefront so she could meet with them, and she told them about how she want to pursue this case against the doctor that basically been prejudiced and help making black women lose their life or lose their kids and refusing to treat them as he should. Like, it's giving a line up there. And then Hayden had them come in the office while they was sitting there talking about what they was trying to achieve. Hayden had them come on in there. Like, Hayden is playing everything, and then he talking about he'll go talk to Andy. I think he trying to underestimate Andy, and he trying to take Andy down through there. And if Andy don't start paying close attention to get her heads out the cloud and stop chasing her behind ping and niggas, like, 1 minute you want Dr. Vaughn, and then I'm glad Danny made you start questioning your movement, because the fact that she was willing to go all in and she wanted to lay him down, and then Danny intervened by her and Danny getting into that argument, and then he told her about her goddamn self, it gave her a reality check, and she woke to clean the hell on up. Like, no ma'am, we ain't doing that. You Tatiana around here, girl. You supposed to be a lawyer. You supposed to be sophisticated. You supposed to be out there, and niggas supposed to be chasing up behind you, or at least acknowledging you for your work. But instead, they acknowledging you for you being easy, because this ain't the first time in Tyler Perry Sistas. Remember, Gary told her that she accused her of sleeping with everybody that was attached to a law firm and everybody in the office. And remember, she had the janitor, she had the boss. Then you had a whole lot of other men, but then it was going down through there real quick. Yeah, she was Jordan. Her bodies was just racking up. Like, she just had living her best life being slutty. So it is what it is. So they ain't lying when they say that. Like, is you gonna try to settle down, or is you just doing it for convenience? Is you just bouncing around? Then her mama trying to tell her when you gonna have a child. And he told her mama, I don't like kids. So whatever you wishing and hoping happen, it ain't gonna happen. You ain't gonna see it. Like, you might as well get that out your head. You probably will never get a grandkid unless I get too drunk and be sitting here wanting to sleep and lay something down, and I forget to protect myself at all costs. But it's crazy, because she was gonna marry Gary, and I'm sure Gary wasn't gonna let that slide without getting the baby up out of her. And then if she even would have married her boss, I'm sure he was gonna make her get him one too. Like, girl, look, it was gonna be all hell to pay the captain, because then they would have seen that if Andy give a birth, Andy's selfish in her own little way. If they would have made Andy give birth, Andy probably was gonna make them do all the work. You weren't gonna turn her into a housewife, making her stay at home while y'all provide. Like, that wasn't gonna happen. She gonna love the gifts y'all give her. But she gonna be hell to pay the captain, so you better think twice before you try to put a ring on it. Like, I'm just gonna tell the truth and shame the devil. So moving right along. Who's the next person on the hit list? We did Danny. I'm glad Danny separated herself or she trying to move on from that man. I'm glad she went to talk to her counselor or a therapist to get answers about how she feeling and what this man did and how it made her feel. I'm glad she taking initiation and she's sticking to it. So Danny is really ready to get her head out the clouds and get into the A game because she got everything it takes. She's strong minded. So that's one thing about it. She done beat all her stuff. She no longer addicted. She got a control on her fix. Now, every once in a while, she still gonna have a drink. But I don't see her having an anxiety attacks no more. I don't see her running to weed or liquor whenever she feels some type of way. She expressing herself a whole lot better. So counseling and therapy can work for certain people. And they didn't prescribe her no drugs. They just sat there and taught her how to speak it out and get it off her chest. And it's shaping her for the better, if you want to be honest. So moving right along. Okay, that man, you got so many problems. Like, I'm gonna need you to get back into the world. I'm gonna need you to go get your life. I'm gonna need you to get that job. If that's what you're seeking, I want you to go get it. I'm gonna need you to go do whatever you supposed to be doing. Cause it's given like, nigga, you relying on me, and then for you to take money, like, I know you like that. Like, you had no business to touch it, and if you was gonna touch it, you should have asked. I don't give a damn about your child support. I don't give a damn. You know you got child support. Why you ain't working that job so you can keep it paid? Don't get behind, because they might lock your ass up, and I ain't paying no bond. Now, see, there's a difference for better and worse. You can love a man unconditionally, but certain stuff, don't get used to it. Because if you know you got all these responsibilities, there's no way you're going to let them fall behind. There's no way you're going to sit here and get off your grind. And there's no way you ain't going to stay focused. So I understand, and trust me, I get every bit of where she coming from when she say what she say. And the reason why she moved the way she moved, like, she want clarity. She getting herself together. And when a man see you working hard to stabilize yourself, if he really was there for you, he supposed to respect it. He ain't supposed to give you no unnecessary drama. And him, like, that boss up move, I really think he wanted her to make that boss up move, and he filled out for her to get that position that she didn't even apply for. She told she didn't want, because she wasn't ready for the responsibilities, because she knew that she was unstable a little bit. That stability he was looking for, you was trying to force it. But I think he was trying to force it so instead of him being a provider, he can come in and be able to ask her for stuff. Come in and be able to borrow off her. The first red flag was when he said, "Well, I thought we could live off that money you just got, that lawsuit." And then she was like, "No." And then you sat there and took that $10,000. Like, at least what I will give him credit for is you was wrong for taking it. You was wrong for not asking it. Let's be very clear. But the fact I'm going to give you recognition is that you told the truth when she asked you. You didn't sit there and play like you didn't know what happened to her. And then to find out that you had a whole gambling addiction, like, oh, wow. Really? Really? So that's self-explanatory. That speaks for itself. That speaks volumes. Like, what else have you been hiding from me? What else have you been doing? What else that I don't know? And maybe you should talk to somebody. So when Danny told him that, I applaud her. Like, yeah, tell him the truth, baby. You ain't doing it to hurt his feelings. You speaking facts. If I can fix me, you can fix you. Don't let me fix me, and then you want me to tote the bills to your problems, and then I'm saying you better call Tyrone. I gotta pay your way, your homeboy's way, and sometimes your cousin's way. Like, yeah, no, that ain't what we doing. No. So I applaud her. Don't let no man make you go through a battle in a storm that you ain't gotta go through, and he see you cleaning out your own closet and rearranging the space in your head, and then he trying to cloud it back up. Like, no, stay focused, stay focused. So moving right off Danny and Tony. Next, people ain't buying Gary. Like, it is what it is. Gary, go ahead and go to Africa or wherever you going. We wish you well. But damage has been done. You have did too much for us to consider you as being somebody that we can actually relate to, let come around us, or even gain our trust. Like, you showed us what you really give. So we'll be a fool to sit here and think otherwise. So we gonna need you to go ahead and exit stage left. And we knew you, we seen you, and now goodbye. Good riddance. We crossed paths, and that was good enough for us. You did enough to make us know who you is, and I want you around us. I want you in our space. You're a bad energy and entity, so go ahead and carry on. Who else? Dr. Vaughn. Dr. Vaughn, baby. It seemed like You like Andy because she's a career woman, but you also wanted to smash. It's given that you feel like Andy is trying to use you for information to go up against that doctor. But like she said, like you told Andy need to say, see, when Andy get driven on something or stuck on something, she kind of dismiss other people. And I see why he feel like that. Well, I think you using me for information because at first you was leading me on. At first you wanted to entertain me. At first you was giving promiscuous. At first you was giving you want to knock me down, lay me down, and all that other good stuff. But now you giving that you don't want to be bothered. The only thing you want to do is talk about a case that I told you can make me or break me because he can go to the board. He can go say I was underhandedly watching him so I could sit here and give y'all informations on things that I done watched him do. And I already done said too much and I warned you that he can actually get me to lose my license if he start reporting me and then ain't nobody gonna hire me. And Andy seemed like she ain't taking it into consideration. So if he is trying to use Andy as a one-time stomping ground, or ain't no telling what it's gonna come out to, but he trying to lay her down. He don't even want to be with her on that type of court because he can't get caught up in this type of situation and he don't want to be part of her investigation or her lawsuit. I keep moving accordingly. And at some point, I just go ahead and fall the hell back and say, you know something, this ain't gonna work out. Because I seen it being a whole little disaster coming on, if you want to be honest. That's what it's given. Um, Her mama, there's no way in hell you came up here saying you was gonna stay in somebody else's house and then you come in my house and tell me good night and gonna lay in my bed. No, you're gonna go get you a hotel room. You're gonna go wherever you need to go, but I'm not sleeping on my uncomfortable couch because anytime about she got a crook and she was sore because her mama got in her bed, and then you overstepped your grounds, and then you asking people that I'm familiar with and I'm close to about my personal business. Like you underhandedly inserting yourself, and I won't want you nowhere near me. Like, mom, I love you. Thank you for birthing me. Thank you for giving me life. But I'm gonna need you to stay in your good little old room so I won't end up having a resentment or hatred towards you because you overstep your boundaries. Like, I'm gonna draw the line. Just like you try to get feisty with your friends, you need to have a little one-on-one with your mom and just tell her how you really feel so she can get understanding. Understanding is the best thing in the world. You don't have to be rude, obnoxious, or cruel, but you could tell your mom after what she did, it could have cost you a friend, a confidant, and somebody that you know genuinely held your back. Like it was over wrongly done the way she stepped to Fatima and told Fatima if she don't get her life together, she gonna be fired. It was wrong that could have caused confusion and Bon's job. It was wrong that a snake is trying to weasel his way in. And then did y'all see the way Hayden told her keep on? He'll be trying to talk to her mama and get her mama. Like that is so goddamn disgusting. Like like my mom was somebody that's literally trying to take my career away from me. Like your mom need to stop popping up on a job like she just live there or she got the right to be there. Like, no, this is a whole law firm. You just can't come see me when you want to see me. Like, this is a place of business. What's up, Extreme Pit? So yeah, it's giving all of that. So I'm just like, like I say, I rate this episode a 4 or 5. It wasn't all that. It wasn't all that. I think Sabrina keeping secrets from Danny is now she can't go to Danny and ask Danny for information or find out details about what's going on. And Danny could have been the one that laced her up with all the intel she would need to prevent some of the stuff her cousin might try to do. And then Sabrina better hope the cousin don't end up trying to move in with her. Then she better hope that she don't get pregnant and he be one of the ones that try to abuse the kids. It's a lot of stuff. And then he bringing drugs into her house and stuff like that. It's a lot of stuff that I can see can go left, and Sabrina gonna be dumbfounded and ain't gonna know how to handle it. And I hope she decides that she don't want that in her life. But if all you want it, like, stop letting your coochie lead you. stop letting your box think for you now. Cause it's, ooh, baby, that girl, look, wake up, wake up, wake up. But like, no, that ain't what you want. Maurice and Paige, brother, I hope they do whatever they gonna do. Like at this point, Maurice seemed like he all in, but Maurice has been into all the men that he done dealt with, and then we done seen Maurice doing it too. Like I think Tyler Perry, the way he's spinning this show is like he giving that these are career women that's basically desperate and miserable and lonely. like they pursuing happiness or trying to find somebody to just take a relief off of them and get them that itch and that scratch that they looking for. But it's also turned into a very much well-known shit show. So it got a lot. It got a lot that is displaying, and I'm just gonna keep be real about it. That it's getting out of hand. Mm-hmm. So moving right along, babies. Yeah, we're gonna go on to the next one. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? I really would love to see if they gonna keep bringing some Cameron mama into the picture. I would love to see her find somebody that's gonna keep her happy and stuff like that. Cause right now she just focused on her grandbaby and she focused on her daughter and all this other stuff. But when is they gonna show her with somebody? Like I don't know. That's something we can wait for. And I hope Paige found her somebody. Cause Paige is all over the place. Like she trying to fit in. She trying to be that black girl, that white girl to hang out with the blacks, and she become one of us, and she just be cool, and she want to be related. And then the way she said that she was listening to their phone conversation, listening to them and they're talking, like, girl, why is you eavesdropping? Like you trying too hard. Like it make me speculate. Like what the hell going on with you, girl? What's going on? Then you wanted Maurice to meet your brother, and now that you see Maurice and your brother done hit it off, now you jealous of that relationship, and you don't want Maurice to talk to your brother or be around your brother. Like, what are you trying to hide? And if that's the case, why did you want them to meet and hang out anyway? So moving right along. I think that's everything from Sisters that we just recap. So we're gonna see what Hayden, because now it's causing a conflict of interest, because Hayden let it be known that he's the one doing the doctor that Andy is pursuing. He's doing his taxes, so he's also a client of the firm. And then we also know that he plays golf with the boss of the firm. And Andy boss done told her, the partner of the firm done told her to let this go. Leave it alone. And Andy is finna sit here and try to persuade him and let him know that she's still pursuing this case. And then we don't know how he gonna feel about it. Like, is Andy gonna lose her partnership? Like, these people barely like you. They barely want you around. And they didn't want you to get that. They tried to snatch that partnership that you was going for back. And now that you became partner and now your name is added to the building in the list, like, they trying to take that right back from you, and you overstepping stuff that's gonna piss them off. And who's to say that they ain't gonna have a secret meeting? Because look, you are a good lawyer. Then Miss Marie said, if you walk, she walking with you, and they can build your next firm up from the ground, because you got a lot of clients that you bought in that you gonna take with you. And then at the same time, they looking at the stain that you putting on the company name with all this stuff you getting caught up in. So they might be wanting you to exit stage left, and I think you gonna help them do it. I think you're going to help them do it, because they make you. And then, you know something, if they get Andy out her position, let's be clear, I think they going to bring the boss that she was sleeping with back. And that's going to be hell to pay the captain. And then he probably hoped they do, because he wanted Andy. He said he wanted Andy. He said he wouldn't leave if Andy let him know that he had a shot to be her forever partner. So I think that's what goal they working for. They finna force Andy into submission or force her out the company, and then that's gonna bring him back up there instead of him running the firm somewhere else. That's gonna bring him back, and then, oh girl, what if he come back entertaining you? Or what if he come back and this was the plan all along, since you played with his emotions and didn't want him, and then he come and find somebody else, and you gotta watch them be happy, watch them go on dates. Because the way Tyler Perry been playing with y'all, like, we watched this with Danny. What's his name? What's his name? Peyton, not Peyton. What's his name? It was gonna come to me if I stop thinking about it. The one that raised the cattle, cause he on Tyler Perry's Latimas now. He came in and he was good for you, and he was kind to you, paying your bills up and all this other stuff, and you played with him. You dropped the ball, baby. And then you watched him get ready to go marry that white woman. And then you wanted to intervene, Mika, go back and sleep with him. Y'all go back and meet up. He came in to save you and all this other stuff, but you weren't ready for him. So, oh girl, it's giving. It's giving. It's giving. It's giving. So, That's it for Tyler Perry Sisters, y'all. We gonna have to keep on watching, and hopefully it goes up. Cause normally they normally come in ranking like a 9 and a 10, but right now, like I said, you sitting at a 4 or 5 with me. Like it wasn't no thrills. It was a little drama, but it wasn't nothing to be happy about. It wasn't giving me an adrenaline rush. It didn't even keep me on the edge of my seat. Like it was like, could this episode hurry up and end? Like, yeah, you're dismissed type shit. Like, what the hell? Girl, I'm mad that I even watched that, let alone got to get up here and talk about it. Cause so the only thing that was the high points of this is the nosy ass mama, Fatima and Hayden, and the Hayden making moves and bringing the boss in and talking about he'll go check Andy because she jealous of Fatima. Like he trying to divide them so he could do this, but you don't even like Fatima because that was the one that got away and you wanted her back to the point that you was even playing with Zach. And then if they thought that the basketball player was a problem for Zach, how the hell you think Zach gonna feel when he found out Fatima and Hayden relationship, let alone business partner, let alone them moving the way they moving, let alone them doing what they doing? Like, ooh, I think Zach, I think Zach understand the concept when it come to business, but Zach ain't gonna understand why is you even working with this nigga. Like Zach wanted to punch him when y'all was in his house talking to Gary, and you saw Zach, he couldn't hit him, and then Zach found out all of a sudden y'all being cozy and y'all working together and y'all trying to be partners and stuff. And then one thing for Tima is realizing that Hayden, I ain't even got my license yet. Hayden, I'm not in this company because of you, Hayden. I'm in this company because of Andy. Hayden, when you was sitting here trying to get me fired, get me a restraining order, had me have my cousin Eve send them people through here to show you what it hit for. And you was trying to comfort me. Andy was the one that had my back. I'm here in this office because I work for Andy, and the fact that you trying to divide that and cause conflict and problem, like it's like you trying to counsel two birds with one stone. So I'm glad she ain't dumb. I'm glad she's staying focused no matter what we got going on the side. I'm gonna have to do my goddamn job. I'm gonna have to hold it down. So now that you want to be in business, you're gonna have to do more meeting. And he's like, well, you the one is good at it. You the one got the charisma and the energy. Well, nigga, what the hell do I need you for? To make sure they taxes right? Because if I'm be doing all the goddamn work, like sometimes as you know my position and you know my job title and description and who I answer to, and it ain't you gonna have to be more hands-on. Don't have me line up and all you gotta do is sign on the dotted line, look over some goddamn papers, because I gotta go through contracts and every goddamn thing. I gotta sit here and meet with people. I gotta talk to people. I gotta do all this other stuff. So stop playing with me. So Fatima ain't dumb. Right now, I give her the strongest woman on the show. I give her all the energy. That's becoming my favorite person in the show now. So let's give it as the first I was seeing them all as a whole. But now I give it to Fatima. Like, that's the one I'm rooting for. She the best thing about it. Like, she giving it all the energy. She giving it, like, I can't wait to see Fatima boss the hell up. I can't wait to see her walk out and say, yeah, she got her thing. Hey, y'all, I'm in. I'm in there. I can't wait. I can't wait. For real, for real. So, anywho, that's the end of Tyler Perry Sistas. And like I said, if you want to get into the shows we recap, you better get into it, because we're going to break that stuff down and we're going to have fun talking about it, because these are our shows and can't nobody take it for us. Now, they said a couple of shows gonna be on hold to a while. I don't know when all the family men's all the Queen's men's coming back. I don't know. So right now, and then I've been watching Power, but I ain't recapping Power this time. Cause yeah, I really ain't feeling Power. I ain't gonna even lie. The books of Tommy's, he was giving me life, but I ain't feeling it out right now so far. So I'm moving right along. Hey. So the two shows we on is Tyler Perry Sisters and The Family Business. If you want to keep up with them recaps, watch them hit the board and have fun with them. And I'm gone. Shouts out to y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for getting them likes up. Absolutely.